Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and I am a work from home mom of 3. Today we're going to clean my son's bedroom, clean up from my daughter's birthday party, do the kitchen, the living room, dining room, cook some dinner, and the biggest project we're going to do is organize the pantry. So let's get into it.
We never stop till we have it all. Live for now, yeah.
This is my 1-year-old's bedroom, and it is kind of messy right now. What we're going to do is we're going to organize his toys and pull down all those clothes that don't fit him in the top of the closet and get this all tidied up and cleaned.
Yeah, we live for now, and we forget what we can't control. See a million flashing lights as we're burning through the night. We've never felt so high, running with the wolves, breaking all the rules. Oh, we are, oh, we are, light it up, light it up. Oh, we are, oh, we are, light it up. We're in free fall, we're in free fall, la 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 la. 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 No regrets, we've no regrets. Maybe tomorrow will never come.
Here I am just going through and putting a bunch of stuff in the donation because a lot of these clothes do not fit, and then I'm also saving some just like as his baby clothes. And yes, that is what we are doing here, is decluttering. So somebody had mentioned it was kind of funny, you don't need more bins, just get rid of stuff. And yes, I agree with you, but that is something I have been working on for a very long time. And if you saw me in the past, things were a lot more cluttered and there was a lot more stuff. And so these bins really help me organize the stuff and reduce the stuff. So that is where I'm at now with the bins.
'Cause tonight we're free, we don't need no sleep. The beautiful is waking up. Oh, we are, oh, we are, light it up, light it up. Oh, we are, oh, we are, light it up. We're in free fall, we're in free fall, la 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 la. 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 See a million flashing lights burning through the night. We've never felt so high, running with the wolves, breaking.
I don't know if you can tell, but I get so overwhelmed when I dump things out and I see everything that I have to deal with. I was watching somebody on YouTube and they said, let the bins do the heavy lifting for you. So basically, whatever fits in the bins you can keep, and whatever doesn't fit in the bins you get rid of. So that's how I'm doing things right now. I only had the 4 gray bins for my son, and then everything else I'm just getting rid of. Like these yellow bags, these are getting rid of bags. So I'm not, throwing this stuff away or anything. I am donating it, and some of it I'm actually giving to a mom in the neighborhood who is having her 4th child.
You know the rules. Oh, we are, light it up, light it up. Oh, we are, light it up. We're in free fall, we're in free fall, la 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 la. We're in free fall, la 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 la. We're in free fall, la 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 la.
now we're downstairs and I'm just cleaning up some food my son just ate, and then we're going to clean up those party things and these other party things. I can't even think. My family has been sick for like the last 3 weeks, and this party stuff just sat there. I mean, you don't even want to see my laundry right now. Oh my goodness. But anyways, yeah, we're not doing laundry today in this video. But yeah, so now we're just cleaning up all this party stuff, and then we're going to go take a little trip outside and water the flowers. So here we are outside, which it's a beautiful day, and we are cleaning out these, I can't even think of what they're called. That is so weird. What is wrong with my brain right now? I don't even know. So yeah, I feel like, sometimes it's just nice to get outside. And did you know that 15 minutes of day of being outside in the sun can reduce depression? I have always taken that into consideration, and I always try to go outside at least one time a day. Usually more, but at least one. I figured it would be nice to stop and smell the roses. So here I'm just watering. Those are my tomato plants. I have a lot of plants. I am a gardener, and yes, that is what we're doing. So I hope you enjoy.
I know it's time to let go. I found a note that says we gotta get through. We've been forever, baby, but I ain't no angel. Oh, I'm rising with the tide.
Oh, this is so funny. Okay, so this is really funny. Okay, you guys know in my last video, I complained about the O-Cedar mop stick being too short. And well, you guys told me, hello, it's adjustable. You didn't extend it all the way. And you were right, I didn't extend it all the way. So for the last 4 years, I've been using it at hip length, and it goes way, way, way bigger. So yes, O-Cedar Spin Mop, it is not a short stick. And thank you guys for helping me. I think maybe I will give you guys one problem to solve per video. And you guys can help me solve all my problems. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now here we are going to clean the walls because, ew. So all I put in that water, it was just hot water with vinegar, white distilled vinegar. Super easy. You could really clean anything with that. Vinegar cleans everything. I'm rising with the tide. I'm rising with the tide. Here you'll notice that I don't clean everything off. Oh, and I just scraped the paint off the wall because, when you buy a new home, they paint your house with like chalk paint. But anyways, so you'll notice like over here, not everything comes off the wall because my kids took a marker and just splattered it all over the place, and it never came off. So that's what that looks like. It's okay. It's okay. You will probably always notice big boxes in my hallways, and you might be wondering, why is there all these big boxes in your hallway? Well, I have a crystal business and I sell online, and those are just boxes of crystals from like different countries and stuff. And I obviously ordered too much. too much to handle. But yeah, so I don't like promote it a ton because my crystal business obviously doesn't have anything to do with my cleaning YouTube channel. But yeah, if you're ever curious, it's crystalobsessedX.com. And yeah, that's why there's a bazillion boxes in my hallways. So another thing that you might notice is just random stuff like on the floor in the hallways. And listen, that is an issue I've been dealing with my whole life. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there are issues. Oh, look at this water. So that is the water from cleaning the walls. And it kind of almost just looks like it took the paint off. It just looks like it took the paint off the walls. Like, don't ask me why they use chalk paint to paint new build houses, but yeah, there we go. So I'm just cleaning this bathroom. But like I was saying, listen, my whole life, it's been a struggle. My mom also is like, I can't say she's a hoarder, but she's a hoarder. Okay, she's a hoarder, but not like one of those hoarders that you'd see on TV. Just like, a hoarder that you'd never know, like there's a room with all the hoard in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I grew up with. And listen, I'm working on it. Okay, so now I'm cleaning like that area of the toilet that I've never actually even cleaned before. I have a little boy who now uses the toilet, and now I understand what every boy mom is saying. I get it. Now I'm going to have to unsnap those things every time. If you're wondering what's with like the hole in the wall and like the missing rack, when we first moved in, my daughter like pulled on a towel and it pulled the rack off the wall. Actually, look, you could even see the stick like to the right. But yeah, and I asked my husband to fix it like a year ago and it still hasn't been fixed, so now I have to fix it, and man, I got other things to do. But yeah, I do need to fix that wall.
You wanted one, what I got. Move with me on the floor. I see you running out of time. Come closer, oh, 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 oh. Come closer, oh, 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 oh. Come closer.
So there are just random toys all over the place because my son likes to walk around with stuff, and he says, "Here, mommy, this is for you." So there's just like kind of like toys all over the place, and it's so cute. But so now I'm just cleaning up all this party stuff. I'm just kind of trying to separate it for like future parties and keepsake. And yeah, so I'm just cleaning up the kitchen area. So this just reminded me because I just took a drink of water, but ice water, oh my gosh, you guys, like there's been times, I know I told you guys in my last video I had a medical issue, but there are times like when I just really don't feel good and I will just drink like a ton of ice water and I feel so much better. So I definitely suggest drinking ice water. I don't know what it is about the ice water, but well, first of all, it's water, but yes, ice water, highly recommend.
Just feel the beat taking over. So lose all control. Oh, I need you running out of time. Come closer. Oh, 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 oh. Come closer. Oh, 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 oh. Come closer.
I have a question for you. What is your favorite house chore to do? Mine is cleaning the dishes. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because playing with water is fun for me. But when I was a little kid, living in California and Los Angeles, we had a really old house and we didn't have a dishwasher or anything. And I remember like I would watch my brother hand wash the dishes and it was like the coolest thing ever. And I always wanted to do it. And, growing up, I lived with my mom and she always did all the chores and she always did the dishes and everything. So like I never had to do it. But when I would go back to California and visit my dad, I had to do chores, and my stepsister hated doing the dishes, and I loved doing the dishes. And I had to hand wash the dishes because, it's California. The houses are old. There was no dishwasher. But yeah, what is your favorite chore? Okay, so this is kind of funny. So, I grew up in really old houses in California, and in Florida, we lived in more new houses, because it's Florida. A hurricane comes, knocks everything down, they rebuild. And also, just a lot of stuff is just not built up yet in Florida. But anyways, I ended up finding a 100-year-old house to rent with my ex-boyfriend. And so we moved in, and there was no dishwasher, and I was like, no big deal, right? Well, I can't tell you, how difficult it was, in life, with a job, two jobs, whatever, then going to school. Doing the dishes is such a hassle. Hand washing the dishes is such a hassle when it's your everyday life. Well, at least it was for me. I know not for everybody, but we ended up buying a portable dishwasher because I couldn't take it anymore. It was just hours of dishwashing that I didn't have. But yeah, so that's my dishwashing story. But anyways, I still love washing dishes. Now it's dinner time on day 1 or 2, whatever day this is, and we are going to make salmon. Now we're going to, what are we doing? We're washing the mushrooms. So I just put a little bit of white vinegar and water and soak the mushrooms for 1 minute and then rinse them. And then I'm going to put them in a baking dish, and I am going to bake them at 350 degrees for 20 minutes with the aluminum foil on top. Then I'm going to make rice. It's just white rice in a rice cooker. Couldn't be any easier. Just put the rice in, and then the amount of water, I don't measure or anything. I just put a half an inch water, a half an inch above where the rice is. And then I just put olive oil and salt. And let that cook. And here we are taking the skin off of the salmon. Fun fact, did you know that Atlantic salmon can just be a brand name and it's actually farmed salmon? That's what this is. This is from Walmart. So this is Atlantic salmon farm fresh. Okay, whatever. But yeah, anyways, so that's what we're doing. We're taking the skin off. That's how you take the skin off. Put the mushrooms in for their 20 minutes, and then olive oil in a pan. All right, that was really fast, but we've got minced onion that I'm going to sprinkle all over, and then sea salt, and also garlic powder. I almost forgot the garlic powder. You could also use garlic salt instead of salt and garlic powder, and cook that halfway on medium. And then flip it and cook it the other halfway. And I have the splatter thing on top so it doesn't splatter all over me. And I'm just cutting it in half there so it cooks faster. You could always cook things faster by cutting things smaller. And bada bing, bada boom, dinner is served. I think that took about 30 minutes to make. Could have used something green. That would have been healthy, but I really like mushrooms, and that's what we did. So this is the end of the night, and I always throw in a load into the wash because there's lots of wet things in my house, and I am not about moldy stuff. So I'm just throwing in some stuff. I think it was funny, somebody said they throw their cap in the in the washing machine too. So do I. I started using fabric softener, and wow, my fabric is so soft now. I've never used fabric softener in my life until recently. I love it. So anyways, now we are on to the next day. I think it's day 3. Maybe it's 4. I don't know how many days this took. It took a whole week. So we are just cleaning up the living room. My poor babies are sick at this point. I'm sick right now. Everybody's sick. And I'm cleaning underneath the couch. I know you guys loved it last time. There's a little less under the couch this time, but let's continue cleaning.
Baby boy, you know what I got is for you. Crazy boy, play with me. You get there before a ride, but stay with me for the night. All you want, all you need, don't think about it. All on you, put it on me, no way around it. Let's refuel, take on me, let's hit the driving. I can show you the ropes, baby, let's go. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Take it down, you know that I'm ready for you, just lay it down. You got the touch, I wanna feel you next to me. Don't rush, you'll never get enough. All you want, all you need, don't think about it. All on you, put it on me, no way around.
So in that pink bin is my daughter's slime, and in this white bin is all the Play-Doh toys. So in case you're like wondering why there's so much stuff, like I do need to go through the Play-Doh stuff and minimize it because I want it all to fit in this bin. But yeah, so the kids just love to play with that type of stuff. They're just at those ages where they love arts and crafts, and plus like my kids are just very arts and crafty. So yeah, so this is like where they do all that stuff. And those are just random toys, and I am just getting this super clean so that we can do the pantry.
Let's refuel, take on it, let's hit the driving. I can show you the ropes, baby.
This table was extremely dirty, and it had a lot of slime stuck to it, so I had to wipe it down first, and then I had to scrub it, and then I had to like wipe it down again, I think it was. I don't know, but there's a lot of scrubbing that's going on with this poor table. I definitely suggest if you have a lot of kids, don't bother buying like a brand new expensive table. We got this table from Rooms to Go, and it was damaged. It was probably a return. It was like a damaged return, and we got it for, I think the table itself was $200, and it's actually $1,000 table. And then I purchased matching chairs and that bench on Amazon, and everything matched perfectly. But yeah, like I don't suggest buying like a super expensive table if you have little kids. And let's get to the pantry.
Let's go. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights down low, turn the lights down low. Wanna be your favorite, turn the lights.
This is what we're working with. We've got some baskets, we've got some Lazy Susans, we've got some other stuff that we're going to be using. And there is no rhyme or reason to the way that I'm doing this. I'm literally just trying to get it done. There's a Lazy Susan. That's like one of those spinning things. And I'm putting those in all the corners. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got those from Target. So they have different sizes. You always want to measure everything before you buy stuff, because otherwise it might not fit. My goal here is just to put like items together so that I can easily access everything. These baskets, they are not clear baskets, but you can still see through them, and I really like that. I know I told you guys last time I got these baskets. They are, I think, the 12 by 17 inch ones from dollartree.com. So definitely check that out. Here I'm putting a bunch of sweets in this basket. Hopefully it never gets eaten. I don't know why there's always so much sweets in my house. People think they're treating my kids to sweets, but really it is just so unhealthy, and there's already so much unhealthy food like in our everyday life. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going through stuff, throwing away expired things, and like I said, putting like items with like items.
Who am I to give advice? I'm nobody, but take a listen. Just like everybody else, I've got a story. I don't know how to say it nice. I shine it up and make it glisten. All I know is I believe, and it's reassuring. When I was out, when I was down, somebody told me something so simple, but I follow it to this day. Hey, go follow your rainbow. Hey, don't believe when they say no, say no. Hey, go follow your rainbow. Now don't you believe them? Don't believe when they say I know what you might be thinking. That'll never work for me.
I also got these acrylic stands from Target as well. They're for cans, and they're very big. I really like that. When you are finding, stuff to put into your pantry, just make sure that whatever acrylic stand you want is like the correct acrylic stand, because they do also have acrylic stands for spices, and spices are much smaller than cans.
Too young, too old, too poor. They're just excuses. So when you get down and you bottom out, remember this little something. Hope is what'll help you find your way.
Another really good thing about organizing your pantry is that you can see everything you have, because here I noticed, wow, I have a lot of snacks, and some of them the kids won't even eat, so I'm actually just throwing them away right now. But yeah, I have way more snacks than I need, but at least now I can see them and we can eat our way through it. I know there's like a lot of unhealthy stuff in here, but they are just snacks, so I'm making up excuses on why that's okay. So you see these cereal holders right here? I got those from Sam's Club. They come in a set of 3. I believe they were $12. They are very large, and I love them. They don't tip over. They keep your food really fresh. And I also have these other clear ones that I got from IKEA. I'm doing it right now. They are very thin and they fall over nonstop. I don't love them, but I also have had them for many years, so they do last. I mean, it's up to you what you want to get. Or maybe you like the IKEA ones. I don't know, but they also do keep your food fresh. It's that they fall over, like, so you can see I'm kind of struggling to kind of make it so that they don't fall over. But yeah, so that's my opinion.
And you'll find your pot of gold.
have a lot of baby food. My son really doesn't eat baby food. He eats regular food. He's a really good eater. He's 13 months old at this point. He loves Slim Jims. I know that's crazy. My neighbor saw him eating a Slim Jim and she was like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, he eats them all the time. He's really good. I don't know. When you teach your kid to eat certain things, I guess you don't worry about them like choking on it and stuff. But anyways, so I have all this baby food and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Like, I'm not going to throw it away because it's almost brand new. He just stopped eating baby food like, I don't know, 2 months ago or something. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just give it to a neighbor or maybe I'll just have him eat it every now and then. I don't know.
Take a chance. Now who am I to give advice? I'm nobody, but you better listen. 'Cause I'm the little voice inside your head saying, hey, go.
So these are metal racks that I bought off Target.com as well. I got 2 sets, and what this is, it's a metal rack that you could put cans on. You could put food cans, you could put soda cans. I even put alcohol beverages on it, like they're, the bottled ones. Not that we really drink much, but I just had them left over from the party. And you'll see how good everything fits on these. And it was super easy to put together. And then you can stack them on top of each other.
Follow your rainbow, go follow your rainbow. Don't believe when they say no.
Realistically, most people probably would only need 1 of these, but I got 2 because I'm constantly buying soda. And of course, I usually buy it from Sam's Club. So there's like, I think 24 cans in a case. But ever since my daughter started school, she's just been getting sick so much. So that's what I bought it for. But I don't even have the soda in this video. I ordered it to have it delivered the next day. But so that's how this works. And I love it.
Don't you believe them? And you'll find your pot of gold. Don't you believe them? Don't you believe them? Who am I to give advice? I'm nobody, but you better listen.
Well, Molly was no average girl, tearing me a tight, telling all the whole damn world, gonna see your name in lights. She's a kind of perfect love, one that you've been dreaming of. See you silken in a white twin dress, walking like a summer dream, while all the good girls lost interest. She's still living for the silver screen.
Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate you. Please like and subscribe for more of these. I'll see you next week. Bye.